Hi. I'm just feeling like really crappy. I sort of just woke up, um, but um, I was checking my emails on intherooms.com, the 12-step forums, and I had commented something kind of close to my heart yesterday evening, and that was about like prayer, because my roommate, my best friend, they're pretty close to me, and neither one of them believe in prayer or whatever. They think it's ridiculous. Um, and my roommate had lost something, so I just told her last night, well, my mom, she's Catholic, and she prays to St. Anthony. Dear St. Anthony, please look around. Something's lost and can't be found. And I didn't say the whole prayer because I knew my roommate would be just like, yeah, whatever, because she's not like her background is Baptist, but she's not religious at all. I was actually laughing because I found a crossword puzzle that was like all Bible words, like a biblical crossword puzzles, and she just keeps everything. She's kind of a hoarder, so it was funny, but she really doesn't believe in stuff like that. I think it helps people a lot, but sometimes I feel on intherooms.com like I'm really judged, and it's a 12-step forum, and there are meetings and everything, and I don't go to meetings in real life, but what I know from like 12-step meetings is like it's all peer run, right? So people let their guard down and say things, kind of cruel things. Someone commented on my prayer comment, "Oh, that's funny coming from you," but I really meant it. Another part of my comment was that I was telling my roommate, sometimes if you just sit down and relax and do something or relax your mind, you might find it. And the funny thing about that is she was sitting down on the sofa, and the cat came along, and she had the cat on the couch, and she's like, "Hey, Lisa," like me, "Hey, look at the cat. I can't get up now. I can't go look for what I'm looking for because the cat's on my lap. I'm doing what you do, Lisa." And and then like about, I don't know, a couple of minutes later she's like, "Oh, I know where it is." And so she gets up and she finds it. And I'm like, "Well, that's what I'm talking about." And she's like, "No, it's just that I was sitting at a different angle and I could see it." But there's that whole thing like, do things happen for a reason? Possibly. So, and she just relaxed. So, one thing that hurt me on intherooms.com is that when I was stating that, and the commenter was like, "Oh, that's funny coming from you, Lisa." Well, I found that it really works in my life. Like, I found that. And the thing that she was saying that was funny is that, like, I don't really like prayer because it is biblical and it reminds me of my church upbringing. I was Catholic. And it was kind of forced into us that we had to pray whether we wanted to or not. And it kind of felt fake. And it's like, I don't know. My whole thing is though, you know, I try to go to those 12-step programs and or whatever, and the forums and stuff, and I find like people are they really bother me sometimes. And what I like to focus on more is like my mental health support network, like the professionals. And I know my worker sometimes says things that bother me, like kind of inappropriate too, but I know that my psychiatrist and my therapist, they really say appropriate things. Like, I don't know, sometimes my therapist, she doesn't show up or she forgets or something, and she's private, so she does it from her home. And I think that's been sorted, but it's kind of weird because things shift for her. But I can really understand, like, we can really connect. And I guess another thing about that is like, people have accused me in the past of like, um, so you just want people to tell you what you want to hear. And Um, of course, that's true for most people that I know. But another thing is that I have to take care of myself. You know, when I saw that comment on intherooms.com today, I deactivated my account again because I just need a little bit of a break, but I'll be back. But I had to think of like, why do I wake up in the morning every day, like, not all the time, but the last couple of days, so I'm exaggerating, and just cry. Why do I do that? Like, I have to try and make a happy day for myself because I know that with my depression and with, my deep sadness and all the stress in my life, I could cry all day if I wanted to, and lots of things make me cry, and I cry on here even when I'm not sad sometimes, and I tell you that. And the thing is, sometimes you have to use your own brain. If you're like psychotic, like some people, that wouldn't work because, whatever. But my thing is just focus on professionals sometimes helps rather than peers who just speak out their